This cash machine, Dylan Mulvaney. I'm a cash machine. No. So basically, the Dylan Mulvaney
is Dylan Mulvaney on just before? Is Dylan Mulvaney on hormones?
I don't even know what.
Or is it literally just?
I think it's sort of like a gay guy with some makeup. Just sort of looks like a gay dude with some makeup, but I guess it's going by girl now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the amount of money that this person is printing is obscene. Brand deals with like literally everybody. Like you're like, how could you have Nike and Adidas? Well, how does that even work? And the thing is, so every time they get Dylan Mulvaney gets a new one, everyone boycotts it, right? So it's like. Conservatives are like one step away from wearing a potato sack because like legitimately, so within a week, they give the funny part is the Nike one too. They were like, well, we're not doing Nike now either. And it was just kind of like, I thought you already were boycotting.
Yeah,
Nike.
I thought you already were. Yeah, we were.
and then we stopped. Do you think that
we're boycotting them forever?
Do you think that there was anyone that was like burns Nikes or something like that? But like they was just still in the fire pit. So they just kind of relit them. They never really burned properly the first time.
It's like the flame of the soldier or whatever. It never goes out.
You're always burning a pair of Nikes. You're burning Kaepernicks. That would be funny though if they make shoes for Dylan Mulvaney, and basically you're just like, yo, are those the new Mulvaneys?
It's all just to literally just make Daily Wire subscribers' heads explode.
Well, the Daily Wire subscribers, I honestly think some of the things like they're a step away from being like, I hope Daily Wire makes a toothpaste because I haven't brushed my teeth in freaking 2 months.
I can't.
There is because I'd say it's 25 sponsors they have right now.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, like, so that was 25 things that are getting boycotted. So basically, they're legitimately going to be walking around. You're going to see like a guy with just like a Trump. He's going to have a Trump hat on and just like no shirt on.
No, I mean,
and you're going to go a little cold for no shirt. And he was like, I went to 9 stores. I couldn't find one.
Closest thing I found was made in China. And you know how we feel about that. Yeah. There's a blank made in China.
Well, this is what I was saying. It was like, so liberals can't watch any TV shows. Like they can't watch The Office. They can't watch any comedians. So it's like liberals can't watch or do any entertainment. And conservatives can't wear or use any products.
Can't use any products.
Because everyone's just boycotting everything.
God damn. Bud Light too. You're like, that is such a. There's so many guys who are just like.
Well, Kid Rock did a video shooting up the butt.
Travis Tritt. I don't know if you know him.
No.
He's like this big country music dude. He's just like, I'm done. It's all. He's taking all that shit because his rider was all like Bud Light.
He changed his rider.
Because he's like, I'm changing my rider.
What did he change it to?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any non-gay beer.
I mean, if the thing is Bud Light, you go. I mean, obvious joke is to be like, oh, Bud Light. What are they making it gay now? And I got news for you, pal.
Yeah, you're gonna want to have a seat. It's worse than you thought. The best part is like Bud Light is like Dylan Mulvaney is like hawking Bud Light. Like Bud Light's a drink for alcoholics.
It kind of is.
Like that's not a drink. It's for women and alcoholics. Like when you see a guy drinking Bud Light, like he has an alcohol problem.
Yeah, you're right.
Generally.
Well, that is sort of the funny thing about it.
Because they're just like, if I drank 20 regular Buds, you're like, I go to jail. It's like Bud Lights keep guys out of jail and shit.
It's the what, like how black guys can't drink Hennessy. It's like the trailer guy that can't drink Bud.
Yeah, but it's generally like guys who need to pace themselves. So they're like, I drink Bud Lights because you're like, Bud's just like putting me over the edge. It's that 1%.
That was it.
Keeps my family together.
That's a funny thing too. The idea of like someone that had to boycott Bud Light and then like they cleaned their life up because of it. Yeah. Like I'm not drinking any more Bud Light, and then after 2 days it's like, maybe I should call my son. It's actually like a good
Dylan
thing
Mulvaney's
for him.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney.
But like, is anybody drinking like, you know, some LGBT person who sees this and they're like, you know what, time for me to give Bud Light a try?
No, I actually think, and someone, like, all jokes aside, it probably is like a bad move. Maybe I'm wrong where it's like the sales are through the roof. Who knows? But I do feel like that's not the case. And everyone was pointing out that there was like a girl that took over the company a year ago. And it was like their first CEO in history.
CEO.
Yeah. And her like first matter of business was like doing all that stuff.
And it's not like the Bush family or something?
Well, this is what was making me laugh. It was like the idea that originally Bud Light was imagine they combined the old advertising with the new ones, and then Dylan Mulvaney just comes up and she goes, "What's up?"
That's at least
you forgot. Some of our younger listeners might not remember that. What's up? That was Bud, right?
I don't even know. Yeah,
I think it was Bud.
Yeah, that was Bud.
What's up?
Not Bud Light.
I know it's not Bud Light. So that's the new one. It's Dylan Mulvaney calling.
How did that get popular before the internet? That seems like something that only could get popular.
It was that good.
Like
it was word of mouth viral. That's how good it was.
Like literally, someone calls their friend up on the phone. You go, "You hear about this? What's up?" How do you even?
I did a few what's-ups, probably.
Of course, we all did. It was like the ice.
Who
bucket.
didn't do it?
Like the ice bucket challenge. Well, I don't know what this is, but dump a bucket of ice on me.
But that's the new one. It's just a bunch of like gay dudes being like, "Oh, what's up?" Like, "Oh, what's up?" What's up? What's up? What's up? Just all the screens. The other thing would be funny if Dylan Mulvaney was funny. They do like a thing to Kid Rock and a response to Kid Rock, and then doing like "My name is Dylan." Like they would do something like that.
I'd like to know what it's like. What Dylan Mulvaney behind the scenes is. My guess would be dark.
Probably just swimming in a pool of money.
Yeah,
right
a lot
now.
of money. Yeah, that's nice life. Just every company is just like, hey.
It does make you think like, imagine like. If you didn't have to have your face on the thing, I guess you need the sort of like face of the brand or whatever. But if you just wanted to like start like a influencer agency and you go, I'm just hiring like 5 like the Trumpiest Trump guys you could ever imagine. Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone's a cuck compared to these guys. And then 5 of like the gayest, non-binary, trans, like the whole debacle, depressed, everything.
Yeah.
And then you just like put these out in the world and just get every sponsorship under the sun. You know what I mean? You have your like 5 Patriot Water guys. You have your 5 like Nike fucking Vays.
Yeah. All of it. Just cover every base.
Well, it is. There is a lot of. So basically, I think it boils down to right now. It's like conservatives
do you think
are nerds
conservatives,
and then liberals are
do you think
gay nerds.
there's someone conservative who's like, because you know how a lot of these companies are often owned by like a different company, so you got to really figure out who you can support because you don't know. Sometimes you think you're supporting like a cool company and then they're owned by like George Soros or something, or whatever. Do you think there's someone out there who they're making a rankings of like the least gay beers?
And then they're like, we need to gay these up.
No, they're like, no, conservatives are like, which one can we support? And they go, we found the least gay
this
beer.
beer's so fucking straight.
Yeah, this is like the least. They're like, they don't have one member of LGBT who works at the company. It's like the brewmaster who was related to fucking David Duke, like 4th cousin. They're like, it's
so straight.
We're safe. We're safe, everybody.
I mean, probably the straightest one would be like you find like a Muslim beer, non-alcoholic Muslim beer.
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic Muslim beer is the straightest beer you could buy.
Haram Light.
Yeah.